Good morning, church. This devotional is around pursuing Jesus in my singleness during a period of lockdown.
I used to hate this season of singleness that I'm currently in, but I've come to realize that God thinks it's necessary, and slowly but surely it's becoming a gift from Him.
So I would say that we idolize marriage and therefore despise singleness. I want my person. Who doesn't want their person? Someone to be loved, someone to love, to be loved, and to spend a life with. Come on. What we forget is that Jesus is our person, and that no person or relationship or marriage can love us the way Jesus does. In Christ, we are truly loved. In Christ, we are truly valued, wholly cared and provided for, and in Christ, we are fully known. And in times of lockdown, in times of singleness, this is a biblical truth that I think we have to cling to.
I often get asked, why am I still single? And on numerous occasions get given advice on how to get a man. I hold on to the truth that God already knows what's going to happen when it happens because He alone allows it to happen. I take comfort in that and in knowing that God has a plan for me, and all I have to do is start the work.
Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 also says that there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. And for me, the bigger picture, I think, is that life is more than a relationship status. We need to take our relationship statuses off their pedestals and put them in their boxes. If I wake up in the morning and feel upset about my singleness, be it loneliness, anxiety, inadequacy, whatever, I need to go to Jesus in prayer, lay down how I feel and what I'm dealing with before Him, and then give it over to Him. As it says in 1 Peter 5, verse 6 and 7, humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. Verse 7 then says, cast all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you. Wow, another truth we just need to wrestle with and sit in the loneliness of being single.
I have used this time to draw closer to Him. By closer, I mean seeking out opportunities that I can serve Him. I serve in the youth ministry. It has been such a wonderful experience so far. I have the honor and privilege of leading a small group of young women. These young women and I get to learn about God. We get to talk about Him. We get to talk about what He's doing in our lives. And mostly we get to walk the Christian walk together. Through this opportunity, I have come to realize that my identity does not lie in my relationship status, but rather my identity lies in Jesus Christ. I'm going to read Isaiah 43 verse 4. Because you are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you, I give men in return for you, peoples in exchange for your life. This verse is absolutely amazing because God calls me beloved, meaning I am precious to Him and He loves me so much. I've also realized that God's timing is perfect, meaning God will send a man when the timing is right. God doesn't work within my time, but God works within His own time. This experience so far has not always been easy. It's been hard at times. But I've also realized that God has always said that I am His beloved, and I hold and I take fast to that.
As far as I know, in heaven, we're just going to be this big, happy family. We're not going to be a bunch of couples over there and a bunch of singles over there and Jesus over here. We're going to be a family. And it's not going to matter if you had a wife or not. So in closing, I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite verses to give us perspective in our singleness, and a verse that just means so much to me. Psalm 23 of David, verse 6. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Blessings to you, church.